where'd you go to college at?
I went to West Point.
There we go.
Okay, so
key factor right there.
But that's like why
Officer.
that's why the person is relevant. So normally this wouldn't matter, but I'm flying home. I'm like exhausted, and I'm sitting in this window seat. I'm leaning on it. I'm just like tired. And then this guy sits down in the middle seat, older guy, and he looks at me. And I guess I had like a West Point shirt on or something. And we're coming back from New York. And so put the two together. It's not too hard. And he looks at me. He goes like, "Oh, you going home?" I'm like, "Yeah, going home." And I put my earphone back in, and he like taps my shoulder again. And he goes like, "I'm your senator." I'm like, "Oh, fuck." Like, "Oh, sir, I'm so sorry. It's great to see you." All this other stuff. And then he was just talking to me. And then, I don't know if I told you guys this part, but he then went on like this thing where he's like, "Yeah, I just got back from Israel, and we were doing this thing where we were seeing how their military does things, and they do something I think we really should do." I was like, "Okay, I'll buy it. What is it?" But he's like, they take all of their autistic people and use them for cyber warfare, and we need to do that here in the States. I'm like,
we don't do that?
I mean, like, I don't think we pursue it as aggressively as we could right now.
We don't openly do it.
We don't openly do it. It's kind of just like a passive, nice thing to have.
So like weaponized autism?
Literally weaponized autism. And so, I mean, if you need anyone to appoint to head that group, I'm more than happy to take on that mantle of responsibility of leading the autists towards cyber victory.
Oh no, it'd be so difficult. No one's gonna make eye contact or raise their voice.
Yeah, just like leading World War III on a Discord server. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's what they did in The Accountant too. Remember?
Yep. Yeah.
She had the room full of autistic people on the computers, and it's like the big screens, like in some kind of intelligence agency.
It's literally just 4chan. But the reason that's funny too is because if you don't know, in order to get to apply to West Point, I think you have to have a sponsor, like from either your congressman or senator, right?
Yeah, you have to have a nomination, is
Right.
what it's called. So once you get the nomination, then like your packet is complete, and then you submit it. Then you get an appointment once you have your nomination. It's like this whole convoluted process.
So is this the senator who nominated you?
It was. And I interviewed with him, and his office is the one who directly gave me my nomination to go there.
Hold up. You interviewed?
Yeah, no.
In person?
Yeah, so it wasn't with him specifically. So how they do, I mean, I met him in the office, but how they do it
This is
is,
before the plane ride?
but yeah, this was like while I was still in high school.
Like before he got into West Point?
Yeah.
Even better now.
But like they literally sit you at this table, and it's different for every person that does this, but they just sit you at this table, and you have all these old white dudes who are like super crusty, and they're like, "Why should you go to West Point?" You're like, "I don't know. It seems cool, I guess. Like I could work hard. I know how to read," but and that's about it. So it was a good hour long just grilling of why I wanted to do it, and the answer that even I told you today was I have no idea, but it seems like a good idea at the time.
I nominated you again. Off, sir.
Yeah, you're the reason I'm on the. Yeah, exactly.
Like, damn. Okay, what the fuck?
What? Why do you want to go to West Point? I don't know. They were the ones who sent me the packet.
I thought they wanted me.
And you joined later. You did the officer route, and then you actually, what year did you join?
So I commissioned as a lieutenant in 2018.
2018, which is wild. That is like still a long time ago now that I actually, Jesus, that's 7 years ago.
Yeah.
We're getting old.
Yeah. But like kids will still ask me like, and I feel bad because they'll be like, "Oh, how do I get in?" I'm like, "Dude, I don't no idea, man." Like, that was like over 10 years ago for me. And like the process probably changed a ton. And also like I got in by the skin of my teeth. Like I was the most average person ever. And it's also like by region. So like the joke I say is like, I'm from Arkansas. So like it was me and another guy and he couldn't read. So they're like, "I guess we'll go with you." And I'm like, "All right, cool." Meanwhile, all the kids from like Texas and California are like, I scored the highest SAT score ever in the whole world. And I'm like, "That's cool."
Like, I made it to 17 without a DUI.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll take him.
He's destined for greatness.
How was West Point as a whole when you go? Is it like basic training when you join? They're cutting your hair out the gate, and then you're just going into the mix? Because I don't know. Here's the shark attack versus here is college. Because Cody knows. shark attack, everything like that. Like basic pretty much across the board.
Yeah. So what they do is you have this initial, like, you show up in like end of June, early July timeframe, and you do at least it was 6 weeks when I went through. They call it CBT, Cadet Basic Training, and it's all like the normal basic training stuff where it's, they shave your head, you're hot and sweaty all the time, everyone smells bad, and you do all the basic like marching and running and doing all getting yelled at and stuff.
This is done there in New York.
Yeah, that's like on campus. But there's a lot of like other like weird rules that go along with it. So like one rule is like we're not allowed to talk outside of our room. Like that's for your whole first year. You're not allowed to talk outside of your room. So I went my entire freshman year of college only being allowed to talk inside of like either the classroom I was actively in or my barracks room. And like you have to walk along.
I have the same rule as Sav.
Yeah, and
Just shaking her head.
and like so like they call basic training beast, and not because it's hard, but it's supposed to be like a demeaning thing where it's like, all right, you are no longer a human, you are a new cadet. And so like you have to walk around with your hands cupped like this. You have to walk, and that's like your whole freshman year too. And you have to walk like inside along with your shoulder brushing the hallway as you're going through, and you have to like square every single corner and like all these other stupid things. Like you have to set up like the tables. So how it works is like you have assigned seating tables for all your meals, and there's 3 freshmen per table, and they're in charge of like making sure like all the food's set out, all the plates are set out, all this other stuff, and like you have to like know like all of the meals that are in advance. So like any upperclassman would have come up to me and be like, what am I having for dinner tomorrow? And I'll be like, sir, you are having, and I'd list out all the things so you had to like have those memorized. You had to have all these other things memorized, and
It's
stupid.
And I guarantee you did the exact same thing, but the second you are a sophomore and up, you now treat them like shit.
Yeah, there's a little pent up aggression where you're like, all right, I got mine, time to get yours. And
It never breaks the cycle.
No, and like,
you're like, this sucks. I'm gonna do it to the next iteration after me, though.
yeah, like the
Sounds like you just described my family tree.
like one thing they do, and I don't know if they're going to be happy about me saying this, but it's true, is so everyone's always just waiting for the first person to quit. So the first person you can quit West Point anytime before you like affirm your sophomore year. So anytime before that, you're allowed to quit. But there's always like 10 or 15 to 20 people who quit on the very first day, and everyone's just waiting around for it. So I remember like my sophomore year, we were out doing like field training out nearby, and we're like literally sitting in a patrol base in the middle of the woods, like pulling security, and someone gets a radio call. Like we know it was their first day. It had only been going for like an hour or two, and they're like, "We got the first quitter," and everyone's like, "Hey!" Like it was this
An hour? What the do they think they were getting into?
There was one this year that I saw that people were floating around where, so at the end of your first day, you have this big parade. And the whole point of that is to show like, oh, we've already taken your son and or daughter from this dirty civilian high schooler to this well-uniformed person or whatever. And someone, while they're doing like a passing review, so like while the big group was passing the general person, they just left. They like walked out in front of like thousands of people, just walked right into the stands. And there's one clip of it that I've seen where the generals like turn around like, what the like get the back in there, and they're just dead face going. I thought that was pretty bold. That was pretty good.
Just again, back to Cody's statement. How the did you think West Point was going to be this? Are people going in like this is going to be a blast? They get a party and drink.
They kind of like boast it as like, oh, I mean, like they always say, it's the premier leadership experience, or this, that, and the other. And it's kind of like people always told me like going there is like it's a good place to be from. It's not a good place to be. So it's like if you can just like stick it out, you'll be okay. Whether or not that was true has yet to. I'm still waiting for that to pay off. I'm sure maybe in the next 10 years I'll get like a cool letter in the mail or something.
Asking for money.
Asking for money. I'm like, oh, the government, the taxpayer funded institution needs my money. That's great. Love that.
You get your name on a plaque though.
With like, that'd be super worth it.
Ah, man. Do you have to pay? Actually, do you have to pay for West Point?
It's free. All the service academies are free.
So it's just as long as you get picked, then it's a full scholarship.
Yeah, I mean, like you have to serve afterwards, obviously, but like, but they give you like a really small stipend. Like I think my freshman year, I made like $150 a month, which in New York gets you like to the end of the road and back.
Bread.
Yeah, bread. If you
Singular
walk.
Uber.
Yeah, literally. So, you know, at the time you're like 18, you're like, I don't have any bills. I can get $150 a month. This is the best thing ever. Yeah.
1, 2.
Yeah.
In Arkansas, $150 is pretty cool.
You could take over an entire county for $150 and and position yourself with the same $150 to take over the next county. You'll probably need another influx. You have to probably wait for the next month, but you're sitting good to.
You're playing the
move up.
game of Risk with rural Arkansas.
Oh yeah, it'd be super easy.
Dude, I can't imagine going to like a military college. I can't imagine going to college, period. But if I did, I think military college would be very low on the docket of things Eli would like to test as the dude that went to basic training.
I wanted to go to the Citadel for a while, like when I was still in high school.
What's the Citadel?
It's kind of like a West Point thing, but it's in Charleston, South Carolina.
I've
And
never heard of this.
The only thing that, I actually went to there. I went to go visit, and that was what made me realize I didn't want to go to the Citadel.
Really?
This actually looks kind of. I don't think I want to do this anymore.
And you have to pay for it. That's the crazy thing for me is that you have to deal with all the bullshit of like a normal military college, but you're paying them to do it. Like a full tuition.
That.
Yeah.